Hello and welcome back to another week here at Knack Kitchen, where today we are making fudgy chocolate brownies. This is the ultimate chocolate brownie recipe. The result is absolutely amazing. It's so easy to make, and you'll be left with the most chocolatey and fudgy brownie that you've ever had. So with all that being said, let's just quickly dive into this video so you can learn how to make the most amazing chocolate brownie. So the first thing that we are going to do is take some chocolate in a bowl, to which we're going to go ahead and add some butter. So now this goes into the microwave for 40 seconds, and we're going to do this again and again until all of our chocolate and butter have melted. In between each trip to the microwave, we are going to stir the butter and chocolate together. This just helps ensure that both our butter and chocolate are heated evenly. So now after another 40 seconds, we are going to stir this first, and then as you can see, there are still a few chunks of butter and some chocolate. So we're going to heat this again for another 40 seconds. And now as you can see, all of our butter and chocolate have melted. Now keep in mind that you do not want to heat the chocolate mixture for longer than 40 seconds at a time, because your chocolate might start to burn. Now in a separate bowl, I have 3 eggs, to which I'm going to go ahead and add some sugar. I like to use equal parts of white and brown sugar over here, but you can use only white sugar if that's all you have. Now we're going to mix this together with the help of a hand whisk. I'm not using a machine here, you do not need to. We're just going to beat this until everything is well combined, and that takes about 2 minutes only. So after our sugar has been combined with the eggs, we're going to go ahead and add some coffee liqueur and some coffee powder, and then we're also going to go ahead and add our butter and chocolate mixture. Now just keep in mind that the coffee liqueur is certainly optional, but the coffee powder is more or less mandatory over here, because the coffee just helps to enhance the chocolate flavor. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. Even if you don't like coffee, you should always add it to your chocolate recipes. And now we're just going to go ahead and add some vanilla extract and just beat that in as well. Finally, we're going to go ahead and add our dry ingredients, and I have some flour and some cocoa powder, which I'm adding all at once. It's not even sifted, but it's all going to be fine. We're just going to mix this all together. You can use your hand whisk, you can even use a machine if you want, but I'm just using a spatula here, and now I'm just going to beat this, or mix it rather, until everything is combined. It's going to be a very stiff and thick batter. So as you can see, it's very stiff at this point. I'm just going to go ahead and add some hot water, something we do for chocolate cakes, and I do like to do for this brownie as well. So keep in mind that the water should be very hot. This is from a recently boiled kettle, and as you can see, the batter has loosened up just a little bit. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and add some more chocolate. I am using about 200 grams of chocolate chips over here, but if you don't have chocolate chips at hand, that's totally fine. You can just chop up some more chocolate and add it to your brownie batter. Now we're just going to mix this all together until all of our chocolate has been evenly distributed, and then we're just going to transfer this to a prepared baking tin. So I'm using an 8-inch square pan which has been lined with some parchment paper. There are some overhanging sides, which just helps to ensure that our brownies come out of the tin easily later on. So now after transferring all of the batter, we're going to evenly spread it out in our tin. The batter is still going to be thick, but that's just how it's meant to be. Just ensure that you spread it out completely so that our brownies can bake evenly without slanting to any side. So after evenly spreading out the batter, we are going to transfer this to a baking sheet and tap it on the countertop just a couple of times, and then bake it in a preheated oven for 35 minutes or until the center is soft but set. Keep in mind that this is not a cakey brownie, so the center is going to be a little wobbly. So fast forward to 90 minutes later, and our brownies have cooled down, so they're easy to take out of the tin. The parchment really helps at this point, and now we're just going to slice this evenly, and I got about 16 2-inch squares, but you can certainly have bigger brownies if you want. And here you have my ultimate chocolate brownie that is absolutely divine. It is so indulgent, so chocolatey, and so fudgy. It's gonna be every chocolate lover's dream. guess all that's really left to do is show you how beautifully dense and fudgy these brownies are. I'm gonna warn you right away, they're gonna be hard to resist. And since I'm not one to shy away from a good brownie, I'm gonna go ahead and treat myself to a bite. And maybe just another bite as well. And with that being said, I hope you try this recipe. And if you enjoyed this video, then please do give a like, do share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you so very much for watching, and I'm gonna see you next week.